Welcome back for another math video by Shalongo. Today's video is brought to you by the good people at Samsung. Thank you so much for creating great devices that we can use in our daily lives. Today's video will cover extending arithmetic sequences, which it will not actually cover that. Today we'll actually use arithmetic sequence formulas, and there are two that we will see. We'll see the explicit version, and we will see a recursive version. And you know the difference. If it gives you two equal signs, you know it's recursive. If it gives you one, you know it's explicit. This one is obviously explicit. We only have one equation here, and it's saying what is the 16th number in the term. The first number here in the sequence is -6. And each term is going up by 3, so we could just do -6 plus 3, which would give us a second term, plus 3, which would give us a third, fourth, and we could keep adding this all the way. We could keep adding 3's until we got to the 16th term, but that's a little bit more complicated than it needs to be. Because it's explicit, we can use this strategy. We can copy in the formula. And we want to know what the 16th term is, so we can go ahead and call on the function a and type in the 16th term, which would be 39. I believe, I hope, and I would be correct. So looks like that strategy will work. Here I'm going to go ahead and erase this. So if I type in box number 3, it's obviously an explicit. If I type in box 7, it's recursive. You're looking here to see, is it explicit or is it recursive? If it's recursive, we've got a different strategy. This one's recursive. We've got two equations, so we know the first term here is 3. And we look down here to find what is the change, what is the difference here. The difference is they're going down by 14. So the first term is 3. If I subtract 14, then the second term is -11. If I take -11 and I subtract 14 again, then the third term, right, the third number we get here is -25. So with recursive, this would be the strategy here. We actually have to subtract that amount each time, and the amount would be the difference, which is 14, -14 in this case. Could be adding. Here they're giving us the formula in explicit form, and so I'm going to go ahead and use the Desmos function feature to identify what the 9th term is. So I'm going to go ahead and type in a 9 here. And it looks like I've got some problems with the equation. Okay, double pasted. Sometimes it'll double paste. Bloody pasting. Bloody paste. Can't get over it. Okay, -24 it is. Can only go so long with the English accent before it becomes a little bit redundant, to be honest with you. So I'm just gonna go ahead and switch back to the normal tone. This one is a recursive, and I know it's recursive because it's giving us two equations. So I'm going to type in the first term, which is 16. And then I'm going to look in the second equation, identify what the difference is, and the difference is they are adding 1 each time. So the second term would be 17, and that's the one that we're looking for. So we go ahead and type in 17, and we move on. Last question. This one is given to us in explicit form. And I can go ahead and copy it over, paste it, boom, done. And it looks like it might have double pasted again, so I'm going to go ahead and delete some of it. Boom, there we got it in. And we're going to go reference the function, and we want the 4th term, which is -18. And that is how you use arithmetic formulas to complete or find particular terms in the sequence. So make sure you've got the explicit formula in your notes and the recursive formula in your notes, as those are easy to forget.